Amy and Dale for Bless Your Heart on Thursday, and we're live on our Dermo Media handles. Thank you for tuning in with us today. We've had a great conversation so far on the show around a lot of different things. Valentine's Day or the lack thereof.
Valentine's Day for 500. What is it?
Guess that ass. Amy joins FanDuel, drinking while cooking, saving voicemails. All kinds of fun stuff, and the fun's not over yet. We're going to talk about, some questions I guess y'all have posed on social media for Amy to answer, and then we have closing thoughts and a big surprise.
I get the surprise here?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it's so good. Or I'm going to...
Yeah.
I don't know how to react to
All right,
this
we'll
at all,
see.
to be honest.
Big surprise for Amy. So let's get right to the questions.
All right. Well, Clark has our first question, and he wants you guys to settle this debate between his wife and himself. The person that controls the music when you're driving is the person that drives, not the passenger.
Agree.
So Dale would agree with that, but Dale controls the music no matter what environment we're in. So I feel like that's unfair. Here's the thing. If you want to control the music, I get to control the temperature in the car.
Great.
But Dale's always in control of the music. I don't know. That's hard. I thought maybe if you have to, who drives all the time? That's the thing. If the person in the driver's seat is always in the driver's seat, that's not fair. You have to take turns.
So, oh man, I have to get this out. Oh.
Get what out? Do it.
So,
Be turning the music down?
oh gosh. So,
Listen, we don't have to rage.
man, I'm not raging. So
It makes me rage.
I know we're driving down the road. This is something just I know that I just had to get used to, and I still don't have it mastered. But we'll be driving down the road, and I'll have the music, and I mean it's just playing a normal volume.
That's a relative term.
But there's kids in the back, their iPads, and all kinds of noise, and there's just things, right? And traffic might be getting a little annoying, whatever. But Amy will just casually reach over and just turn it down. And
I casually, calmly,
and I'm like,
respectfully, politely just turn the music down so I don't lose my mind.
I'm like,
I'm overstimulated by that point. That's why I do it.
But there's
And if I ask you, you're going to go, ugh.
No.
Anyway.
It's just you turn it down, and I'm like, all right, I guess that's what we're doing.
That's right. That's what we're doing.
Sitting here, I got 3 hours to drive, and the music's barely audible.
Half the time when we take that car ride, I drive, and you still play the music.
Well, you don't. I mean, you can. If you take over. Play it.
Okay.
So, what I do before Amy gets in the car is I get in there and I take I fade everything all the way over to the left front speaker in the dash so that it's good and loud, but it'll be low for her.
That's interesting. I've never heard
We're
that
sitting
before.
close enough where it's not that different.
I'm like,
you're
you
not
know
in a
what?
time capsule by
if you're
yourself.
going to turn it down, I still can get what I'm looking for here because I got literally just this speaker right here playing.
Yeah.
And there was one time, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I got in the car and put on some headphones. She didn't like that at all.
Really?
I mean, how rude is that? How rude is that?
Yeah.
I'm like,
that is
I'm
pretty rude.
so worried about my music experience here that I'm not even going to
just
acknowledge
need-
anybody else in the car. Forget the fact that there's kids in here that might need some help. I'm here. This is what I'm doing.
When Amy's overstimulated, she wants to turn the music down. When I'm overstimulated, I need it louder. And so sometimes, man, I just want to hear my music loud.
Dale, you do that every single day you get in the car.
I know.
So like on a road trip, especially because I think that's all we're really talking about here.
Yeah.
You have to play to your environment with your group.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just making the comment that you'll reach
You're
over
certainly
there.
making it a big deal.
You'll reach over and turn it down,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Is there a number in the car where you guys know, like, that's where I always go to? That's like my safe.
No, I don't think that we don't
we
have
haven't
a number.
established.
No.
There's not a number though
No,
either.
we don't have a number.
If there was, we'd be arguing all the fucking time about
The
that.
number's 12. No, it's 8. Yeah.
We argue about the temperature in the car.
Is that a
I
bigger deal
am
to you?
We
getting
don't
hot
argue about
flashes.
the temperature.
I
We argue
am
about how
hot-bodied right now,
how
and
things
he's
function.
always cold. He'd wear a hoodie in the middle of the summer. So he wants it on 75 when it's 75
Oh my
outside.
God,
And I'm like, I
75.
can't fucking breathe in here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm turning my side to 62 just to piss him off.
Yeah.
75 is hot. In the
It's
car.
hot.
That is
I don't never run it. I 72 probably as high as I go.
74 is 75 is
Yeah.
pretty common.
All right.
When
So-
it's not cold outside.
I don't understand. This is the part that is interesting to me, or not. Kind of. So if I get in a car and let's say it's 95 degrees outside, and I get in a car, knowing what I think I know about the way a car works, if I turn the dial to 72, it's going to get it to 72 as quick as it possibly can.
Yeah, he puts it on auto, so it blows your face off with hot air until it gets
I'm just
to
saying,
72.
but some people will get in there and just go full load, just go past 65, past 62, down to the bottom number. And that, they think that will get the car cooler quicker than just going to 72.
It's going to get it very cold.
If you
Quicker.
if you're looking for 68, 72, whatever it is, put it on that number. It'll get it there as fast as it can. It's not going to make it get there quicker
I don't want it
by
on 72
turning
to
it to
begin with.
60.
It does, actually.
It doesn't.
Or half the people wouldn't do it. I want to stop sweating as fast as I can.
It's going to go to 72 or 60 or wherever you're choosing in the exact same amount
I don't
of time.
have the air pressure turned up. I just turn the temperature down so that it knows I want it cold.
Yeah.
And then when it gets cold, I do.
I know,
turn the
but
air
I'm
pressure.
trying to tell you that turning it to 68 or 60, it's still going to go to 68 in the same speed amount of time. It's not changing. Just turning
I
it
want
to.
someone with a science background or someone that has
Yeah.
engineered the AC system in a car to prove us
I know. I do too.
right or wrong. I
do
want to
too.
know the answer
It's
to that.
my belief that if you said, "Hey, man, I'm getting in the car and I'm walking out of the house and I want the car to be 68 degrees today," if I get in the car and turn it to 68, and it goes, how long does it take to get to 68? If I get in the car and turn it to 60, how long does it take to get to 68? Does it change? Right? By making the temperature.
I know it has to go through 68 to get to 60,
Yeah.
but like, does the car go?
Does the car push colder air by
don't know.
choosing 60?
I don't know.
I don't believe it does, because I only think it can do what it does. I only think the
If
temperature
you put it
can
on
be what it
74,
is.
it's never going to feel cool either. So
Well, that's a whole nother conversation.
well, I don't know if we answered our guest's question.
Yeah, Clark, I hope that helps.
Oh, no. Maybe rock, paper, scissors it,
Yeah.
and then that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
All right, what's our next
staying on
question?
music, our next question is, if one song played every time you entered a room, kind of like a wrestler's entrance, what song would you pick?
Eminence Front.
Yeah, that's Dale's funeral song
Eminence
too.
Front
Really?
is my funeral song. So like the intro to Eminence Front, that would apply in pretty much any and every scenario.
You wouldn't get tired of it at all?
Absolutely not.
It's
Have you ever heard it?
No,
the beginning is more of
I have to.
just instruments before he starts singing.
Oh man, hype.
A hype song is what I
It
would
is.
check too.
It's a good
It's-
hype song.
it-
It's a
Eminence
vintage
Front-
hype song.
Would apply to any scenario.
Interesting. I have to get a listen. I'm sorry, I haven't listened to it.
Hype, funeral, the worst day of your life. Any scenario.
the
How can
best.
it be your funeral and the best day
It
of your
could do
life?
all of it. It's a wide ranging. It can apply.
Really?
Oh my gosh, man! Eminence Front, the intro to that. I'm hearing it in my head. It's an.
Yeah, I am too. I don't
what's
really have a song, to be honest.
No.
I think if you could figure out a way to like loop Eminence Front, just the instrumental, I would probably be able to walk around for the rest of my life with that playing lightly in the background.
Really? Is
And
it,
I would step to the music. Oh my gosh! And I would kill everything. I would kick ass at
Well,
everything.
somebody get this man a little speaker to carry
Yes.
around.
You ever
Get a
walk
little
down?
speaker.
You walk down the street and you like have a song playing in
Yeah.
your head and you kind of move
Yeah.
to it. Is that kind of the same thing?
Oh my god!
I don't have one. What would you play for me?
A what?
Like, what song you think applies to me? Because I don't really have like a theme song that I feel you're judging. Like, you're looking at me judging, trying to come up with
The Titanic song.
The Celine-
the Titanic song.
Yeah.
Celine Dion.
Yeah, any Celine Dion song.
Why?
That one.
Why?
Because you like that name.
Yeah, I wanted to name Isla
wanted to
Celine,
name our
but it
child
wasn't about
Celine.
Celine Dion. It was
I
just
know.
because it was a pretty unique name.
You asked me to just choose a song out of thin air. I just did.
Well, your song sucks. That can't play
What
every
about The
time I
Last
walk
Date?
into the room. The Last Date?
Our song.
That's our song. That's
Yeah.
not my song.
Okay. Well,
I don't really have one, but his is good.
you don't have one.
Mm-mm.
Well, come on. You have a favorite song? Because Eminence Front's probably my favorite song.
All right, mine Smells Like Teen Spirit then,
There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
which Post Malone did
This is the thing about her.
with the Nirvana crew
Yeah.
at the SNL thing, which I watched over and over again. It was so good. Did you watch it? I thought I
saw
sent you
it.
the clip.
I saw it. It was good.
Oh, it's good.
It's good, but damn, nothing beats the original.
I know. Well, we
Yeah.
aren't getting that
I
back,
know.
so like,
I
let's
know.
enjoy what we got.
I agree.
He did a good job. I
He
thought.
did. He did. It's just. I think it's just good to see
I
them all together.
Agreed. I loved watching how excited
Happy.
Dave was.
Everybody
Like,
happy to do it. Right?
Yes.
They're not. Their emotions are not too heavy to have
Yeah.
to so they can get up there and have fun.
yeah, that song always lights me up though. Like it gives me real
That's the
feelings.
thing about Amy is,
every
like-
single time I hear it.
Amy hates my pop punk, most of it.
I hate the term pop punk too. By the way,
All right, well, let's call whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. I'll start calling it that. She doesn't like most of the music I like, but then there's these little outliers, like
Well, I grew up in like the '90s. That was my teen years.
no, but I can't help it. I hate this chair. I know, I hate it.
You should just put your mic turned up like this.
I'm gonna bring my own chair, but no, I had a song. One of my walkout songs for Bristol was Sum 41, and it was I think it was called "Screaming Bloody Murder" or something like that. But it's a fast.
Yeah,
And she's like, "Hey man, I like that one."
I
I'm
really like that song. I've always liked Sum 41 though too.
Yeah, but I mean, there's these moments where, man, if I could just make like a.
I also like Barry Manilow. You know what I mean? Like
I know, but I wish I knew every like hardcore song that you actually like,
all
and I would make
Metallica.
that
I like
playlist.
Metallica. Enter Sandman's.
I would
always
make that
good.
playlist and be like, I know I can play these songs, and not get the radio turned down, ever, on the way to the beach.
Honey, nothing's ever consistent with
Yeah.
me. I'm just
I
gonna
know.
be in my emotions.
Mhm.
Some days I'm with you, and some days I'm just sweating in the passenger seat, waiting to get there.
All right.
All right, well, this is kind of a music themed Ask Amy. What did you guys think of the Super Bowl halftime show with Kendrick Lamar?
I liked it.
Loved it.
I've been
loved
listening
it.
to
So for me,
Kendrick on the.
yeah, Dale's been listening to that
around.
on repeat. To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't really truly remember the song, and it's what neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I thought the performance was great. I loved watching Serena get out there and dance. And she looks really good too, by the way. And I loved Kendrick's jeans. Dale
Yeah.
made a comment about the bootcut jeans because
Yeah.
he used to rock those.
I still do.
And
I mean, I still have some.
they're not
like I've been like these pants that I'm wearing now. I think these things are like a decade old.
You like a relaxed fit. You
Yeah.
have some that are a little bit bigger in the legs that
Yeah.
I think look a little sloppy. So like I don't
I
like to wear
haven't
them.
bought
very
a new
often,
pair of jeans in a long time.
No. Well, you save them too. Like he's got stacks. If he fluctuates in his weight, he's got a stack of 32s, got a stack of 33s and 34s, and he just like shuffles them out.
So I love the. Thanks for telling everybody my waistline. I love the. I
knows
love the
which one you're in?
'70s, and
Yeah.
I love the our favorite two cars that we have is the '77 Olds Cutlass and the '76 Laguna, and I loved NASCAR in the '70s. I love the shape of cars, production cars. I loved style and bell bottoms. I thought bell bottoms. I've always thought bell bottoms
They're very
were just
cool.
really cool,
Yeah.
right? And you wear that sometimes. You have some pants that'll just like hide your entire shoe.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I look taller. I
Yeah.
mean, I am taller because my platforms are giant underneath there.
probably 20 years ago they were kind of in, and we were all kind of wearing a version of a bell bottom in a sense, like just a big wide pant, right?
Yeah.
And so he's out there walking on stage during that halftime. And I'm like, Amy, are they back?
I know this
is he
not
like
the
literally?
music, but like look at his jeans.
I know.
Yeah.
Is he literally like bringing bell bottoms back right now? Is this
Yes.
happening right as we're watching the show? The bell bottom. Everybody's gonna be walking around
That's
in bell
exactly
bottoms
what he
for
said.
the
He's
next
like,
2 years.
The bell bottom thing, the flares are coming back. He's like, I'm so excited. In that moment, we haven't even gotten 30 seconds into the song. And there's been so much on Instagram and all the things about these jeans. They're women's jeans. They're made by
Oh.
a company called Celine,
Oh,
and they're $1,300 jeans.
damn.
Yeah, and they're sold out.
Well, I won't be buying.
I know
them.
you're not going to buy them anyway, but I thought all of those points were very interesting.
I like bell-bottom jeans, man.
I don't know why any pair
I
of
don't
jeans
know
would
why
cost
they
$1,300.
left. I don't know why people quit wearing them.
Well-
I don't like that tapered tight stuff where you damn socks showing and I don't love.
Joggers. You don't like the joggers?
I don't understand. Like,
No, he doesn't wear a jogger
No.
ever.
dude, when I go get pants hemmed like a suit or slack, I'm like, give me a little extra down there.
Yeah, they
I don't
always want to
Like the
take off
baggy.
a little
Sit down.
shorter
I don't
than
want like half of my shin out. What is that? What is it?
I don't know that either. That's
I
weird.
don't get that.
It's like capris.
And-
It's a little too far sometimes.
Guys will be sitting around and like totally comfortable. I'm like, that looks uncomfortable as hell. Like your pants are riding up in your crotch and it just looks uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I don't understand wearing jeans like that too that are just completely tight all the way. My calves are really big anyways
Yeah.
for some reason. Just weird.
Maybe that's what
odd,
it's about. You like a
giant
flare
calf.
because your calves have room.
Yeah, dude. If I put on a pair of slacks and they're grabbing my calves,
And he's
I
fussy.
am not. I'm fussy.
He's pissed we're going
I'm
anywhere.
pissed. And I can't wash my slacks as soon as I put them in the dry cleaner or get them clean.
They
That's
tighten
right.
up.
They're on my calf muscle.
That sucks.
Ow.
There's really no fix.
There's no fix. I feel like we just answered this next question.
Flared
man.
slacks.
Flared slacks. Yes.
But the next question was, what's one fashion trend you wish to that would return or go away? I feel like you kind of just answered with the bell bottoms, though.
Yeah,
bottoms,
we
yeah.
wish we like the bigger jeans. I wish that wearing your bra as a shirt would go away.
Is that a,
I've seen
is that
a
a
lot
thing?
of that lately.
Yeah.
And apparently the low rise jean thing,
Wait, you're
which was
wearing just the bra? People were just walking around just bras
just
all
like
on?
with your undergarments, basically. Yeah,
no jacket,
No shirt.
no
Uh-uh.
shirt.
Where's that?
Wait, sorry,
I'm sorry.
I haven't-
How have you not noticed
I
that?
haven't seen this.
Where's this happening?
It's acceptable and it is
Apparently.
happening where people walk around wearing only a bra
Yeah.
from the waist up.
I mean, it doesn't look like your standard underwire cup bra,
Oh.
but it's like a bralette thing or something like tiny.
Dang, that's wild.
That and like the booty shorts, where like you can see a girl's butt crease hanging out of her shorts. Like that needs to go away before Isla gets old enough to start wearing that shit. Or I'm gonna lose. Like we're gonna have World War III in my house, but she's not going outside like that. But yeah, the low rise is apparently coming back. Like when I was in college, which was obscene. Like the zipper was like 1.5 inches long. Obscene.
Yeah,
I remember going home for Thanksgiving. My dad's like, "Will you put some clothes on?"
yeah,
What? That's not pants.
yeah.
So
A big thing now is that with guys wearing these hats that have the logo upside down and backwards. Have you seen those, Dale?
No,
I have one.
You do?
Yeah.
I like them, but a lot of people are very upset about that. They want
Why?
to go away. They think it's stupid. I gotta like.
Well, so I feel like that's for a selfie thing. Like it's the right way when you look in the mirror with your
yeah,
selfie, right?
It was somebody wore it. It was like a new style now, and now like the little older generation is like, these are stupid.
To be fair, I haven't worn mine out of the house, so I have one, but I haven't worn it. Yeah, I don't know.
let me ask you this question. You get to choose only one decade, and that is the style for the rest of your life. Which decade are you choosing?
For me, maybe the 50s,
Oh,
60s.
Damn, you went back. I didn't
I mean,
experience that.
it's very feminine. Girls are wearing the dresses,
Yeah.
like more structured clothing. I feel like that looks good on everybody.
What about a decade you had lived in and experienced?
Then
I like the 80s.
the 80s was
Yeah.
wild. I like the 90s. I like the grunge thing, and
I like going on. You like the 90s and
Yeah.
grunge? Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. Flannels and
yeah, we could live in the grunge phase.
ragged old pants and T-shirts. I like the 80s, and I try to find swim trunks like this with all the like
Oh,
what
you
do
found
they
them.
call them? Like just
Like
random,
the Saved by the Bell graphics.
yeah, random
Oh, yeah.
shapes and squares and
Yeah.
Paintbrush
triangles and
strokes,
those
but
bright
bright.
colors and neons.
Is that 80s? Is that 80s style? The bright
Kinda
colors. and
80s.
stuff?
Late 80s, early
Yeah.
early
Golly,
90s. I
man.
don't know.
Yes,
The bright colors is what makes them think of the 80s. But like,
Yeah.
do you remember Jams? Have you ever heard of
Yes.
Jams?
No, I've
Old
never
school.
heard.
Basically like MC Hammer pants, but,
Oh, okay.
but bright colors.
Yeah.
And that kind of reminds you of that. I feel like. Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
As much as I love the 70s, the 80s were fun. Clothes in the 80s were fun. Man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got another question. One more.
Yeah, we have one more if you
Let's
want.
knock it out.
What this one is might be a tough one, but what's your Roman Empire? Do you know what the Roman Empire is? It's like something. It was a trend that guys constantly think about the Roman Empire. If you ask any guy, they think about this one thing constantly. So I think about World War II often, just
okay.
at a random. So it's like, what is your Roman Empire? What are you constantly thinking about?
Well, Dale's is NASCAR. Obviously.
Would that count?
That would count, I guess. Yeah.
What-
Does it need to be
outside of your
It's
norm?
it's more outside of your norm, more random, right? Like I don't have World War II conversations with anybody, but I might walk
Do you
down the
talk to
street.
yourself about it?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's what do you talk to yourself about the most?
Interesting.
Like I'll watch a TV show and be like, well, I mean, like going to the gym, it'd be like, oh, they have to have all these workouts. But in World War II, they just did jumping jacks, push-ups, and sit-ups. And that's a World War II mention I just thought of. Like,
People are, you think about, I mean, I talk to myself all the time, but it's usually like bickering to myself about something I didn't like happen or like talking myself out of something. I'm talking to myself quite a bit, but I don't really feel like I have something I'm constantly thinking about. Do you?
Video games? No.
that could be it too. It's really just when you're like in your own time, you're like, you always compare it to something. There's just a time period or something like that.
A time period.
Yeah. It's a tough question.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good question though. Now I'm going to start thinking about something more cool than what I'm thinking about.
The time period that I probably go to the most is like 1979. Like, the sport, the NASCAR world was getting ready to explode. Hadn't yet. Dad's just kind of coming into it, and man, I wanted to. I wish I could just walk around and be a fly on the wall. So I think about that a lot.
We have conversations sometimes about living in the Wild West and
Yes.
what rough life.
That's
was like.
that's a good one. A Wild West.
That's
Yeah.
probably
really
it.
good. Yeah.
Western. Like I watch a lot of shows and go, God, could I have lived back then?
Yeah,
could I have,
we
like,
just
Yeah.
watched American
I've
Primeval,
been
and that was
tough
our
enough.
conversation.
Yeah.
like you wouldn't have had a choice,
No.
right? But
Like
who-
duel style, right?
where would
Like, which
you?
character are you?
Where would you have fell into society, right?
Yeah.
In the chain of survival.
Yeah.
Had
That's
you just
probably
been
it.
thrown down in, that's it. That's definitely it.
I would challenge you guys to ask about like how often do you think about the Roman Empire to random people, and you'll be surprised how many people actually think about
Come
it.
up with it?
Yeah, you'd
Really?
be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. So I got for
Right
asking.
on. Hey, well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for sending in your questions for Amy, and I hope you're enjoying. Bless your heart. This is episode 2. Episode 1 got great reviews, and we're very happy with all the comments. Keep bringing those to us. Keep helping us learn what you want us to share and what you'd like us to talk about. And don't miss this show because big surprise at the end for Amy. Leave us an Apple review. Tell us what you think about the new show, and leave us a comment on YouTube.
We actually have a Bless Your Heart YouTube channel that just started as well.
Oh,
so
we
go
do?
subscribe
Make
to
sure-
that. Yes.
Yeah, if you want to be able to see some of the stuff that we're doing specifically with the show, I'm going to subscribe to that. So you can subscribe to our Bless Your Heart YouTube and help us kind of cultivate, all the things we're going to be doing for this show. So it's a completely unique show compared to what I'm doing or what we're doing at Dirty Mo Media. It's a lot of fun, and we're off and running. Thank y'all.
And we're out.
All right, so we got closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts, cold open, and would you like to
Let's do it.
surprise